Kelsi Himmel, was Kelsi Williams, Kelsi Himmel now, of course, and you're going to do a presentation for the AAUW.
Yes.
I was just reading up on you, and you were recently in Ecuador, and, you know, my whole family history is, you know, I'm 50% Ecuadorian, so it's really kind of neat. I have a special interest in what you're doing and where you've been. So tell me what you're going to talk about on this presentation.
Okay, so the presentation is titled Impacts on Our Ecosystems Here and Abroad, because right now we're dealing with having a Superfund site up near the high school, which is the Argonaut Mine, and EPA is now planning on starting the cleanup during our spring break.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
So what I hope to do with this presentation is help people make the connections with what they do in their daily lives and how it's impacting the planet. So there's also a lot of history of mining in South America for heavy metals, copper and gold as well. And when I traveled as part of a delegation to Ecuador this summer, we not only witnessed a community in the Andes that is fighting copper exploration. They're a peasant farming community, and they're doing an amazing job keeping the ecosystem intact and producing really high quality products such as organic coffee and as part of a cooperative system. So they're proving that you can be economically feasible and environmentally sustainable at the same time.
Right.
And then our delegation moved into Lago Agrio, where this is the site of the first oil wells in Ecuador, and mass devastation to the
Of course, they're not running right now. Is that right?
No, some of them are still.
They still have it on?
Yeah, some of the original one is capped off.
Okay.
But what they're doing now, because oil demand is not diminishing in the world, is they're actually moving into exploring in the Amazon. Which in Ecuador, it's a junction of the Andes and the Amazon, and they're at the equator, so it lends itself to extremely high biodiversity. One of the highest biodiverse places in the world is Yasuni National Park, and they've mapped that whole area out, and it's all numbered according to oil plots. So
that's kind of a sad idea, huh?
It is very sad to lose really a treasure on this planet. So with this presentation, I hope to kind of broaden what all the people in Amador County that attend this, we can know what's happening far beyond the borders of our little county, because the choices we make influence the globe, because we are a global community nowadays.
Absolutely. When's the presentation and where's it at?
It's January 14th, which is next Wednesday, and it's at Sutter Creek Community Center, which is right next to the little park there, at 4 p.m. And it's free to the public. Okay. And we'll have refreshments there as well. And I'll be showing, I have a PowerPoint presentation, but there's also a short video embedded in there that my delegation put together.
Oh, that's great. So your delegation, what group is that?
So we went through a nonprofit called Global Exchange, and most of us were educators, primarily in California, throughout Los Angeles, Berkeley, San Francisco, and New York as well.
Oh, that's really neat. Wow. So you got to get together with other educators and, you know, work together on this project so you can bring back the information and share it with your community, which is really exciting. And it really disappoints me to know that they're still retrieving oil from the areas in Ecuador that have already been so terribly devastated.
Yes.
It just seems kind of like an oxymoron, you know. Yeah, we messed it up and we're going to keep doing it again. And you know, the United States is a little bit more proactive on protecting the environment.
Yes.
But accidents happen. I mean, we all know that. So.
And the unfortunate thing with what happens in a lot of these South American countries is we don't have the environmental protections that we do in the United States too. And the extra unfortunate thing is there are U.S. companies doing this as well. So I'll have a lot more information on that during the presentation.
Right. Kelsi, what do you do normally? You're a teacher, right?
I am.
Okay. And where at? What
I teach
what
at
classes?
Argonaut High School, and I teach environmental science and the biological sciences and chemistry.
And we're really lucky to have you, especially someone who is proactive about going out and learning and sharing new information. And you're not just a teacher that, reads out of the book. You're obviously really, really hands-on. And science is so important. My daughter was really strong in science, and she would have loved you. She just went to college this year, but, she's loving it now. Yeah. Okay, so give me wrap up one more time. Who, where, what, when?
Okay, so the host is Amador Association of University Women in Sutter Creek Community Center, January 14th, 4 p.m.
So a week from today.
Yes.
Week from today, Sutter Creek Community Center, so we know that's over by the park.
Yes, and it's free. And just because it's hosted by the University Women doesn't mean only women can go.
Okay, so everybody, bring the kids, the husband, whoever's interested.
Yes.
Okay. With that, stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.